Now, what's crazy is you mentioned another name by the name of Lil Dave. Now, is that the same Lil Dave from O Block? Or O Block Lil Dave? Okay. Now, there was I bring his name into this for this reason. I'm specifically talking about a lot of the people involved in the case that actually testified in the case. So O Block Lil Dave was one of the people who testified, man. Had you had any experience with him? Because I know he's a younger cat and you were locked up during most of that time. But did you know about that situation?
No, I ain't even know. I just recently found out, you know what I'm saying, through the internet. You know what I'm saying? The internet, you find out any thing if you trying to figure something out. It wasn't necessarily that I was trying to figure it out. It's just when I be scrolling on YouTube, you see little videos that the bloggers make like that. And at that time, I was keeping up with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out what was going on like that. And his name that came across. But I actually never seen him before, personally, in my life.
Okay. So when you found out that he had testified, you know, against the O Block 6, you had no dog in the fight, it seems, right?
No, I didn't know what was going on, you know?
Okay. Nah, it makes sense. It makes sense. Now, the next name that was closely related to this case was FBG Butta. Now, right. What is your relationship with FBG Butta? And have you had any interactions with him in the past?
I ain't never had no interactions with him. Like, I done bumped into him, you know what I'm saying? At my mama's crib and shit like that. Shit, I done bumped into him before, but I ain't never had no interactions, no words with him, none of that type of shit.
So at no time in the past had you ever ran into Butta and it was up, or you just didn't know him at all? Or you, well, hold on. So basically, from what I'm gathering from what you're saying is, your mom's house was kind of like a meeting spot or a place where you guys all, you know, interacted or whatnot. But in that time period, it seemed like things were peaceful because obviously it's your mom's house, right?
It got to be peaceful at my mama's house. You disrespect my mama's house and you get the wrath of me and my little brother. I don't get no will. It don't matter who you is. You could be from his side or my side. If you bring some drama to my mama's crib on some goofy shit, you was going to get f***ed up by him.
And that probably answers the question that a lot of people have in the comments. Like, how in the world could you have Wooski there, and then you've got FBG Dutchie, FBG Young, then you've got FBG Butta, and you're hanging out, you've got King Von, I believe like T-Roy and all these other cats under the same roof, right?
Yeah, like, it wouldn't be all under the same roof. It'd be like, say if I'm at the crib, and let's just say I got a couple other guys with me and shit, and my little brother pop up, he might not hide none of his people with him because he know I'm at the crib. So he know I might potentially have some people over there. So he'll come up in there, he'll see him. He wouldn't get on that. You know what I'm saying? It's just a respect thing when it comes to that type of shit. Like, this my mama's house. Anywhere around this all this shit off limits. There's like a safe zone. Like, you know how you got in the John Wick movie where when they go to the Continental, you can't do nothing to them. There's no violence or nothing on these grounds. That's how it is that's how it was at my mama's house. Ain't shit going on right here. Nothing.
I'm hoping they get that reference, man, because it's a ill reference. You know what I mean? Yep. So basically, there's a no-go zone, man. I got you.
It's a no-go. Ain't nothing happening right here. Respect my mama's crib. We gonna respect each other. When we out there in the streets, then it is what it is. It's up. But at this house, ain't shit going on. Nothing.
Now, what is your relationship like with a lot of those guys who have been in and out of the house that you might say at that time were the opposition or people you ain't rock with? We'll say that, right? Like FBG Dutchie and Young and those cats. Like, cause I know they're heavily in the music as well. Like, do you have any dealings with them in music, or you just like, is there a wall there where you guys don't interact at all?
It's a wall that we ain't no relationship. You feel me? I mean, they cool, they music cool and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I respect what they doing or whatnot, but it ain't no relationship there. You know what I'm saying? They're my brother peoples. You feel me? They fuck a little bro hard. That's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? As long as, you know, letting them happen to little bro, we ain't never gonna have no problems. I ain't got no problems with nobody, really, shit.
Yeah, and that's the part that blows a lot of people's mind, with Wooski being your younger brother, man, because based on a lot of the documentaries, based on a lot of the stories we've heard, it almost sounds impossible to have this, you know, cohesive situation where, you know, or cohabiting situation where you got two brothers on opposite ends of the Chicago drill culture. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's pretty wild, man. It's pretty wild. So how is that maintained? Just the respect and the fear of go ahead.
With me and Lil Bro, it's just like, it's a respect thing. That's my brother. It ain't like this a brother on my daddy side that I just met or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was raised in the same cribs. You feel me? Like, this my little brother. You know what I'm saying? He know what's up with me. I know what's up with him. The same goes for all my brothers. You feel me? It's just a respect thing. That's my little bro. I love him to death. You feel me? We love each other. That we brothers. You know what I'm saying? That's that brotherly love that we got. You know what I'm saying? That it's an unbreakable bond. You can't break it. You know what I'm saying? If you doing something to him, you got to deal with me. If you do something to me, you got to deal with him. You know what I'm saying? That's just how this supposed to go, which is not going on in these days and age, because I know niggas that kill their own brother just because he from the other side.
That's crazy.
Y'all grew up in the same house. This your mama's son. This is your blood brother. This ain't no stranger. You gonna do something to him because of you trying to prove something to these niggas? So your loyalty is more to them than it is to your own family, bro. It don't even make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't, man. That shows that you got some standards and morals there, man, that you put above all that street stuff, right?
Oh yeah, it's always gonna be above the street shit because that's my brother. It's like, how will my mama look at me if I let something happen to my brother? She gonna be like, what the f? She around and disown me. You feel me? Like, nigga, you would let them do that to your brother. Shit, what you would let them niggas do to me?
That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even though at the time it was a double-edged sword, because I was stuck between the rock and the hard place with these my peoples. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with them since the sandbox. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them my peoples. Like, we grew up together. This ain't nothing new. You know what I'm saying? These ain't no new niggas I just met. But this is also my blood brother who I grew up in the crib with, that I love to death. I'm gonna go with my brother every time, or whatever, and whoever, whenever.